One of the questions that I often get asked is, can a student do freelance work when they're in the US? And freelancing work could be defined as virtual freelancing, where they are actually staying at home or on campuses and they're working for an external company, either in the US or in India. There are lots of websites to do freelance work. Now, this is really tricky. If we follow the word of the law, based on your F1 student visa status, you can only work on campus, and you can only work on campus for 20 hours a week, minus internships and minus CPT, minus OPT, all of those aspects. So generally you can find on-campus employment. Now if you get an internship, absolutely, you can do an internship outside campus, but all of those are through your academic advisor. When you do virtual freelancing, you're going against that, so it's very risky. Now many students will say, well, I don't really know how someone would find out if I was doing freelance work. The answer around this is, if you're getting paid in US dollars into a US bank, then you need to disclose that information come tax season. And so that's how information can get out, because all of this information is indeed connected. Your CVIS data, your IRS data, which is IRS stands for the Internal Revenue Service. So if you do disclose that, then there could be some questions down the line. There could be some questions as to, how did you earn this revenue? Because that was not part of your Social Security, that's not part of your on-campus opportunity. That could be problematic. Now let's actually even assume further that you're doing this virtual freelancing for a company that's offshore and the earnings are deposited into maybe your Indian bank account. Well, how would they find then? The problem there is, technically, if you have earned while residing in the US, you need to disclose it. So by not disclosing the income to the IRS, you're committing tax fraud. And that's also something that you shouldn't be doing. These days, with the changes in immigration policy, a lot of data is being accumulated. And even for small infractions and for small reasons, you can lose your status. So it's a very, very high price that you're going to pay for taking on a risk that you shouldn't be. So the general stance on this is, the answer is no. You should not be doing freelance work. And yes, the answer is, they will find out at some point down the future. Don't take that risk. You've got a great opportunity here, and so absolutely focus on your education and focusing on your OPT and your career thereafter is absolutely the right thing to do. One caveat. Now let's actually say you are absolutely certain that this freelance work is what you want to do and you need to be doing it. There's a way around it. You can go to your academic advisor and ask for a pre-completion OPT. A pre-completion OPT allows for you to do work while continuing your education. I highly, highly do not recommend doing so, and I highly recommend doing your OPT post-completion, because you can work full-time at an actual company, leveraging the education you have. Doing a pre-completion OPT to do some freelance work to earn some quick dollars is absolutely something that you should not be doing. So the final answer is, freelance work, highly risky, it's against the law, you shouldn't be doing it, and you should be focusing on the opportunity that you have, which is secure that great education and secure that possible career and all the benefits that great education offers. Hi, my name is Patrick Carriel. To answer more questions like these, or to discuss your particular case, come find me on AmericanColleges.com. I've been in the higher education space for nearly half a decade, and during that time, I've worked with over a dozen universities on their admissions and recruitment side. I've counseled perhaps thousands of students in India on their educational pursuits, and I've also liaised with visa officers in US embassies and consulates. I'll walk you through every step of the way, and I'll ensure that you're successful in your educational pursuits.